Hey everyone, welcome back to Evony with Genghis Server 68. Just doing some barbarians here. Normally didn't do them, but non-coiner now. So need those Civ treasures and gems every way I can get them. So I'll just prove my non-coiner status. Here we are, Cake Zero, standing strong, but man, I need tactic scrolls and could use some gems. Did a lot of refining, which is what I'm going to talk about today. Two things. Want to give a little bit of an account update just because I did a lot of refining in this refining event. I save up for these events. I only refine during the events like this, and I spent 100,000. Actually did pretty well for only using 100,000 refined stones, and you can see I saved them up here. I just stockpile them and just wait. And I do the same thing with Blood of Heirs. I wait for the Trial of Knights, and same thing with Tactic Scrolls. I wait until a Tactic Scroll event, and then I use them and I try to reap the rewards, the benefits. Anyways, yesterday in Battlefield, after doing all of these refines, I had some good and some disappointing buffs. I thought that would be better. Some were better than I thought, so good. And then update with customer service on Surena. So, I don't know. They're dragging their feet with Surena. Maybe I just asked too many questions on the refund that's going to be coming. So, I'll show you this. And basically, I want to know what they're going to be giving me for a refund. So to recap, they have said they're willing to refund Surena because they took the attack book off him, and now he can't use an attack book, and anyone that uses an attack book as assistant general with him is useless and doesn't count. So they said they'll give it back. But I'm asking, what exactly will you give back? So here, please confirm with me the total number of everything I will receive. I don't just want what they said here. We'll give you runestones, experience books, skill books, badges. I want to know how many. Like, are you going to give me the exact amount of runestones? Are you going to give me the exact amount of immortal runestones, leadership runestones, etc.? Or are you just going to give me the big grouping and say, here's 20,000? Which actually I would prefer, because then I'll get some immortals, and I never used immortals on Surena. But doesn't sound like they're willing to give general packs back, which sucks, because, I should at least get the 2 general packs back that I have for my 2 Surenas. I opened around 10 and only got 2. So, but I think it's unrealistic for me to expect them to give me all 10, but they should give me some. But if they compensate me in a different way and say, hey, here's 500,000 gems for the 2 books you opened, or 100,000, cool, I'd be happy with that. But as you can see, it takes a long time, and I asked for a refund before yesterday for All-Star qualification, but I asked too many questions, and I guess the person I talked to has to ask someone else, and they can't reply on time. I've been talking with other players, and they're having this exact same issue. They're asking for general packs. Evony's not budging. Evony's not telling them what they'll receive either. So just keep on customer service. Keep asking them. Keep telling them, hey, we want this. You nerfed this guy. An easy solution for them would be to just allow Surena to have an attack book again. I don't see the big problem with that. I think every general should be allowed to have every single book. Who cares? And it will all equal out. They'll be within 25% of everything. It's not that big a deal, especially since Evony has in many ways devalued skill books. Skill books, when it was 25% and the max archer attack was 1,100 or 1,200, that was huge. Now people have 2,400 archer attack. So it really, 25% is nothing now. But hey, for me, small time player, 25% is a lot. I'm still working on those, working at the 1,100, 1,200% buff rate. But anyways, let's get to my buffs from yesterday's Battlefield. And these were with no towers. We owned no buildings, so I didn't get any additional buffs. We didn't have any mines with like a plus 15 or anything like that. Let's just look at what we have here. So first one we're looking here at the end of battlefield. I just sent some attacks just to see what I would come up with. And this one, obviously, I can benefit from changing Rhaegar as the assistant. I'm considering putting Martinez as the main and Hannibal as the assistant. I heard that's probably the best combo for Hannibal, but I'm just waiting because I have Martinez as my Holy Palace Super Duty, and I have to replace him there before I do that. And because of some stuff I did this event, gems are a little low to do that. Had to get Menshikov up, etc. So let's look at the buffs. 1381, 921, 883. I'm pretty happy with that for attack, especially because on one of my updates that I did this thing. So one, I did Victory Column 2, finally got that 6th General over 5.8, just moving around gear and that sort of stuff. Nothing special, but it helps. And now looking to get to the next one, I need 3 Max Specialist Generals, and I'm halfway there to the 3rd. It's about 5 out of 8 million right now. But what I wanted to show here was in the Dragons, I haven't done any of Fafnir's talents, and I don't have Nidhogg. But let's look at my Celtic. I upgraded this one, so 20 and 10, so I got 30 extra % on attack. And then I also did some stuff for the gear that I have on now Electra. Actually, you know what? Let's stick with my Hannibal right now. And all I did with Hannibal was I completed his gear. These were the last 2 that I kind of had some iffy refines. He wasn't complete. So that's how I fixed him up on mounted buffs. And just keeping an eye here, making sure that I have time here, 4 minutes. So I guess you know that this video is only going to be 4 more minutes. Now let's look. And this was ground. So I did a lot of work on Elise and archers in the last few days on refines. So ground, 1231, 1096, 1067. I'm pretty disappointed with that. I thought it was going to be higher. I did some good work on Elise, really refined some stuff. I really got down on these gears. I know some are in the teens, but I just felt like this is, even though I'm not coining, so I'm not going to get the better gear, I still do have hope that Evony will eventually release some stuff. But got some of this stuff a lot higher than it was, and it should help. But I guess on the HP, like this is 3 very good whole numbers, flats. And that's probably the equivalent of 60 more %. So I guess I shouldn't be too hard on myself on that stuff. But I also buffed up the dragon here. And the dragon here, I got only 8%, but it is a start. So I've started to do Norway Ridge. I was stockpiling dragon stones, but figured, hey, why not use them? Now let's look at my last 3. So this is my defensive buffs. I don't have anything to show you here because I haven't changed anything on my refines for the wall general, nothing. This is just through science, doing stuff in military academy. Got the siege over 1400, and this is with no shrine. No shrine, no towers in battlefield. This is just 20%. I just put on the 20% book, and that's it. So pretty happy with that siege, 1416. Mounted HP, 955. I'd like to get that over 1000, but it's getting there. It's getting close. And my ground HP and defense is looking pretty nice there. So getting pretty happy with that. And now the big one, the one that I was very happy with. And I'm not sure if it's good, because honestly, Evony's updated so much now that... so this is the Archer. So I'm not sure if this is good anymore. 1515. If this was 1 month ago before Assistant Generals, I'd be really happy with this. But... I don't know. Maybe people have 1,700% now, all the people at my level. But I guess we'll see. So I switched around Electra and Tamiris instead of going Tamiris with Guango the Great. And then I did some refines on some gear that I was kind of waiting and humming and hawing with. And I got it up to 1516. I actually just added 2% more in Runestone, so 1518 and 841, 929. I showed you the dragon already, what I did. But one of the biggest things I did was I finally buckled down and used these boots and then did the refines on them. No, they're not perfect, but man, 6,000, 8,000 gems to refine per level once you start locking in. It was just a matter of, okay, this is good enough for now. And the pants, these added marching range attack, and then the boots also have marching range attack 35. This I left the same, I didn't do anything with, but this helmet I added a couple weeks ago, 40% range, and then up to the HP on that. So, and then I've just been doing her refines, so I added 10%, 6%, and another 4% on everything there, and then the books, and Electra is much stronger than the other general I was using at the time. As I discussed in yesterday's video, one of the main reasons I went with Electra is I can ascend her. So I'm 2 fragments away from being able to ascend her up and get another 5% and 10% on defense. So anyways, that's my account update. Hopefully I get all those refines back from Surena and gems, and I'll be able to just throw them right back into Electra. So anyways, gonna continue on with these barbarians and try and get me some civilization treasures. Try to get to that next level pretty soon. So this is Genghis Server 68. Let me know what you think of those buffs. Are they trash? Are they outdated? So this is Genghis Server 68. Like, subscribe, leave a comment.